This week, I just wanted to talk about something that's very clear in society now, at least in the Western world. Um, and that is, I think it's quite a tragedy actually, is that most people don't read anymore. This sucks because reading is probably one of the best ways to intake information and learn. One of the most efficient, most absorbing ways to take in information and learn something, a topic, a subject, whatever, whatever you're trying to learn. Um, the only thing I can think that would be better than reading a book if you're trying to learn how to do something is actual hands-on experience, like actually experiencing whatever it is you're trying to learn. Um, but nowadays, nobody reads anymore. Nobody wants to read. Nobody even, I think it's gone to the point now where nobody even has the ability to read. Now, obviously, there are plenty of people out there who can read, but I would say the majority of people out there in the Western world don't read anymore. They can't read anymore because their attention spans, their minds aren't built for it because they haven't picked up a book since they were in high school or middle school. Reading is just, it's such an excellent way to train your mind to focus and to be absorbed in something. And it's it's almost becoming something of the past in a way. There's still there are so many people out there who instead of reading, who instead of training their minds to focus and to get better at spending longer periods of time focusing on one thing instead of going all over the place. It's being replaced by scrolling through your phone for 30 minutes or an hour. If I can't even describe what kind of benefits it would be brought to, or what kind of benefits would be brought to a person if instead of scrolling through their phones for 30 minutes to an hour a day, which they do every single day, which you might do every single day, if you just dropped the book or you dropped the phone and picked up a book and started reading, whatever it is you want to read, you would gain so much. Now, one of the biggest hurdles is that people pick up, who actually are willing to pick up a book, they pick up a book and they just can't stay focused. They can't read the words and the paragraphs and get into it for very long before their minds start going all over the place and want that strong hit of dopamine that the phone offers, the immediate hit of dopamine that the phone offers. And fortunately now, since we're so pulled away from reading, since we've been distanced from it so much, you have to train your brain to be able to do it again. You have to train your brain to be able to focus and to be able to dive into something for a long period of time without scrolling, getting new dopamine hits over and over and over again. Reading a book is a long, drawn out process of intense focus and absorption. It is so beneficial. And my life has completely changed because of it. It's just, and even if you're not learning anything, you're still exercising your mind. You're still training your brain to be able to focus. You're developing, depending on what you're reading, you're developing critical thinking skills. Your mind is your greatest ally. It is the only thing that can't be taken from you. It is the only thing the people out there who want to, control everything, the one thing they can't control is your mind. That is what you have. It cannot be seized. And reading is one of the greatest ways to keep it sharp. Reading is one of the greatest ways to train it to be able to focus, which is incredibly important for developing yourself as a person and for succeeding in life, is being able to focus and not having the attention span of like 5-10 seconds. I could just go on and on about the benefits. And I just wanted to make a point and put a video out there to just tell it. However many people watch this, just get it out there that maybe you should consider start reading, to start exploring that. One more thing I want to end up on is, I believe Will Smith said this. I don't know where he said it or why, but he was on stage and he said, every problem that you've had in your life, anything you've come across, any obstacle or hurdle that you've come across in your life, somebody's come across it before. That same problem, that same hurdle, chances are somebody's come across that before in the past. And chances are, on top of that, they've written about it. The wisdom that people have laid out in books for you, for the future generations, is out there. There is so much wisdom and so much to learn. The Stoics had taught me that 2,000 years ago, the problems people had back then are the same problems we have now. And guess what? These brilliant genius men took the time and wrote down all this wisdom and knowledge in these books, in these letters, and passed it down to us. And it is such a waste to ignore reading, to just watch a 15, 20-minute YouTube video about, Marcus Aurelius or Seneca or someone from the past, instead of sitting down and actually reading their work and reading their books. Watching a 20-minute video on YouTube about Marcus Aurelius versus sitting down and actually reading Meditations is just two completely different experiences. And it's like that for all wisdom, for all knowledge. Just like reading the Harry Potter books is a completely different experience than watching the movies. Reading offers so much more, and there's just so much to be gained from it. And I really hope this video has helped you consider maybe picking up a book and starting to develop that ability and making it a habit, because it will help you grow as a person so much. And I think it's such an important thing that I wish we could bring back into society more like it used to be, because as of today, it's slowly falling out of trends. It's slowly falling out of things we do. Out of all the things we do, reading is becoming less and less of a hobby or a skill even. So yeah, I just wanted to put the word out there. Thank you for watching.